as a complete receiver. How has he grown throughout camp heading into game one as a complete receiver?
There's no doubt about it. His growth is continuing to grow more and more and more every single day. You know, a lot of it is when you have great size like he does, you know, it's about being able to drop your weight violently and get in and out of breaks more efficiently. And that's harder. I mean, people who haven't been 6'6" don't know and understand that. I've never been 6'6", but I know what it's supposed to look like. You know, it was something that, you know, some other receivers that I've had the pleasure of coaching, they had to learn it along the way too. You know, one of the receiver coaches in the NFL coached Megatron, and that was something that he really, I got a good relationship with him because of a prior guy, but he really pushed that on Megatron a ton to really be able to drop his weight violently. And Odom he has been absorbing the information every single day, and is willing to put in the time every day to make sure that he gets better and better at that. So obviously they're all freshmen. I mean, there's not a freshman on this team that's not a work in progress. So we'll continue to work with them and make him better. Just know there are other things he does at an exceptional level, and you know, hopefully we can use those things while we're helping him develop the other things that he needs to get better at.
How excited are you for this first game in Bryant? Have you thought about it a whole lot? And I know it's probably going to mean a lot to your family just for that first game in Bryant on Saturday.
You know, I really haven't thought about it a lot. You don't get a lot of time to think about that as a coach. We're in here early in the morning, don't leave till late at night, and we're so focused on just trying to make sure that these young men are prepared, and all their dreams, goals, and aspirations, we can help them achieve them. So I'm so much more focused on that than even my family coming in town. Obviously, I'm married and 3 kids too, so I barely get to see those ones. My son had a game last night that I wasn't able to attend, but I got to see some highlights. So again, I can't even attend his games, let alone be worried about who else is coming to the game. I'm worried about making sure that we do the right thing for the University of Alabama's football team, and that's what I'm going to spend most of my time on.
Coach, what do you remember about your time at Western Kentucky?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I was going to say, what do you remember most about your time from Western?
At Western?
Yeah.
Western is a great place. I grew up there, but I think the thing I remember the most is that my daughter was born there. Alana was born in Bowling Green. So it was just an unbelievable day to have my daughter, and she's one of the 3 lights of my life. I really should say 4 with my wife too. So that's probably what I remember most about being in Bowling Green.
So, you know, you talk about the value of bringing in a guy with experience like Bernard. You got Colby Credit sometimes, so he did against Texas last year. How just critical is it to have a guy who's produced at that level here?
I think it's just a plus, honestly. I think it's something that you're just fortunate if that is the case. At the end of the day, I don't think I don't know what your name is, care whether we got people coming back here that have experience or not. You want us to go out there and perform at a high level. That is the expectation here at Alabama. So it may be okay to have that, and certainly I appreciate that Kobe knows what this environment's going to look like on Saturday, and he can help some of these young players know, hey guys, this is what you're gonna feel. This is how it's gonna feel on game day. But at the end of the day, if we put somebody out there, we expect them to perform at the highest level possible to give our football team the chance to win the game.
Coach, I know you've been asked this a couple times now, but you know, having some experience coaching at Western Kentucky, now getting to face them, you know, what's it kind of like for you, knowing, especially, you know, them being a smaller school, coming down to the SEC country, trying to compete with Bama, just having that experience?
No doubt about it. I remember my times coming down here to Tuscaloosa, and I was at some of those other programs, and you knew coming in the door that it was going to be a fight, a dog fight, and you just wanted to come out of the game and feel like you had performed successfully. And so I don't think that they're going to come down here with the intent of anything but to try to win the football game. And that is legitimately how I felt every time we played some of these tougher opponents. I came here with the intent to win the football game. So we got to make sure that our players know and understand that our expectation is to go out and perform every play with a 1-0 mentality. It literally has to be, all right, we're not worried about the result of the game. We're worried about, hey, what we're going to do on each and every single play.
Hey, Coach, if there was a word that you could use just to describe your position group, those all the talented receivers of different body types, of different skill sets, what would be the word if you could put it in terms possible?
Probably inexperienced. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell you. Just haven't had a ton of experience out there, but we're going to get it. It's on the way. It's coming here soon. The practices really are their experience. So, you know, even in saying that, I've given them plenty of experience in practice. Now, you know, being in the game environment, it really isn't a lot different. We put them through so much in practices that really I hope for the games to be a lot easier than what we're going to do in practice. I mean,
Last two.
Is Saturday going to be kind of a chance to get a lot of guys' experience, or are you going to try and like tighten up the rotation receiver?
I don't know who's going to play at this point, really. There's a lot of guys who have been out there, been rotating a lot of people at various positions even. So the expectation is if you go out there on the field, you perform at a high level, stay on out there and keep performing, okay? All right? If you don't, go stand by me, okay? All right? And that's just the reality of it. They know and understand it. When they see this video, they gonna know what that means, okay? All right?
Coach, can you break down what a game week looks like for your position group?
Game week. Honestly, our group runs a lot. We run a lot of plays. We get a lot of volume, especially on Tuesday, Wednesday, and even on Thursday. But on Monday, you know, some of them will be trickling into my office and try to come watch some film to kind of preemptively get themselves ready for, you know, whatever we're going to see so they can get their first look at it. But I try to give them that information on Sunday, so I'm kind of working backwards on you guys with this. But it's just a lot of volume. We try to put a lot of pressure on them to be able to continuously perform all throughout the week. We don't catch balls. Someone on the field doesn't catch the ball. Guys are on the sideline doing up downs. They weren't even in the game. There's just an expectation that our guys at this position go out there and catch the football and compete for the football. That's just the way I coach it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.